FTC Safeguards Compliance Part 1, Policies and Procedures. In order to comply with FTC safeguards, your firm must have these policies and procedures in place. Acceptable Use Policy – outline the acceptable use of your company's information assets and computer equipment. These rules are in place to protect the employee and the company. Access Management Policy – define the level of access each user has to company-owned or managed information systems and the data in your company's systems. Application Security Policy – define the security framework and requirements for the security of applications. Asset Management Policy – outline the guidelines and practices that govern decisions on asset management. Change Management Policy – outline the appropriate procedures put in place at your company for managing change without impacting SLAs or adding risk to the system. Confidentiality Policy – outline the rules that employees of your company follow to secure and keep customers' confidential information confidential. Data Retention Policy – defines the objectives and requirements for data retention within the organization. This policy covers all information and data/information in the company's possession, custody, or control, including data/information in electronic, paper, or other forms. Encryption Policy – establishes requirements for the use of cryptographic controls and cryptographic keys to protect data. Incident Management Policy – outline the procedures in place at your company to monitor, alert, respond and mitigate security incidents. Information Security Policy – defines principles, objectives, and basic rules for information security management in your company. Network Management Policy – establish standards for protecting networks and firewalls at your company. Password Policy – outline procedures to securely manage passwords and ensure strong authentication mechanisms for all information management systems at your company. Personnel Security Policy – ensure that personnel security safeguards are applied to the access and use of information technology resources and data. Risk Management Policy – ensure that your company is managing risk to the best of our ability to enable the successful achievement of the company's objectives. This policy outlines the risk assessment process in place and how often threats are identified, and appropriate risks identified along with security controls. Vendor Management Policy – defines the rules for relationships with the organization's information technology, vendors and partners. The purpose of this policy is to ensure that risks associated with outsourced vendor relationships are minimized. If your company would like assistance with FTC safeguards compliance, please reach out to us at www.plusoneTechnology.com or 610-792-5660.